you're there trying to defend yourself, saying, no, nothing bad happened to our children. But then at the same time, trying to figure out what happened to my children. My name is Tasha Patterson. I am married to my husband, Michael Patterson. We are in South Florida. We have 3 children in total, 3 boys. Our oldest is MJ, my husband's biological, he's my bonus, and our 2 twin boys, Micah and Malachi Patterson, who will be turning 4 this year. I am a nurse practitioner here in South Florida, and I've been in the field of medicine since 2012. Our twins were born a little premature. They were 34 weeks and 6 days. Spent a little bit of time in the neonatal intensive care unit. When they were discharged, we noticed that they were fussy. We didn't know why they were fussy. We had taken our children to 8 to 10 pediatric visits in total, including ER visits, since their discharge from the hospitals. They were roughly 6 to 7 weeks from the hospital, and within those 6 to 7 weeks of being home, we had taken them to about 8 to 10 visits, so more visits than their weeks at home, essentially, and their weeks of life. Pediatricians were more concerned that it was colic or reflux. Had taken them also to a couple of ER visits, where that last ER visit, a child abuse workup was initiated due to a mark that one of my twins had on his left side. When they were assessing Micah, they didn't see the mark because she was more on his right side. And I showed her that he had the mark on his left side. And I said, I'm not sure where it came from. I think it came from a strap because the Velcro strap was on the left side. But I was just letting her know. The week before, when I took his brother, the same ER doctor, because it was the same doctor, she said, oh, if his brother starts to get, fussier, like how this twin is, bring him in, because they had put him on reflux medicine. And I said, not a problem. And so there we go, a week and a half later, following the ER physician's advice, and then being accused. And then they found that he had injuries, fractures, and we didn't know where those fractures or injuries came from. Our second twin was brought in, and then he had a skeletal survey done on the basis of what happened with the first twin. And he was also found to have fractures as well. Didn't know where the fractures had come from. And we were immediately accused of child abuse. Our oldest, MJ, he was 8 at the time. There was nothing wrong with him. And he spoke to no violence ever being in our home, even testified to it before. But no one listened to him. The hardest part was not knowing what was going on with my twins, but then being accused for causing what happened to my twins. So you're in the position where you're in a room surrounded by police officers, the child protection team, medical staff, and everyone's asking you what happened. And you're telling them what you know. They just kept asking me the same questions over and over again. I kept giving them the same answer. And the only reason why they would have kept asking me the same questions over and over again is because it was automatically assumed I did something. Then brought him to the hospital. And that wasn't the case at all. And so it's the unknown that was the worst part of what's wrong with them. And then having to also defend yourself at the same time, because you have these people who don't even know you or your household saying you did something. I was interrogated. I was awake for 24 hours. They kept them in the hospital for 4 days, both twins. They did a bone fragility panel only on one twin, not the other. I don't know why they didn't test both, but they only tested one child. They didn't even check vitamin D levels or any of those things during this hospitalization. And then they had a shelter hearing to remove custody immediately from myself and my husband, and had the twins sent to a relative, and which they're still with this relative. And then our oldest is with his mom in a different city in Florida. Because in the state of Florida, The department has the authority to seek an expedited termination of parental rights if the allegation is egregious abuse. And when you seek an expedited termination of parental rights, rights can be terminated within, or is supposed to be terminated within 90 days, unless there's some sort of continuance or something else going on that pushes it back. And that's what they filed against us, based on that Florida statute and the allegations from the accusing provider. And this accusing provider is not even a part of the Florida Child Protection Team anymore. We found out she had no experience in the position that she held, and she was actually newly hired in that position with no experience in that field at the time she made the allegations against us, and that's who they relied on. And she's not even a part of child protection anymore, yet it's her diagnosis and allegations that we're still fighting against 4 years later. When you have a situation where you're in this type of compromising position of being falsely accused of one of the worst crimes one can ever commit, it's very easy for people on the outside looking in to say, "Ooh, I don't want to touch this. I don't want to get involved. It's your fight. I wish you the best," and wash their hands with it. You're the power, though, comes in with a non-judgmental basis, where everyone that comes to them for help, you're welcome. You're welcomed. We're going to take a closer look. We're going to vet this. We're just going to be sure, because we know abuse is real, but we're not prejudging you either, because we know people make mistakes. When families are facing accusations like this, they deserve to know their rights from the beginning. They are not given their rights in the beginning. I know I wasn't. And then that supposed diagnosis of non-accidental trauma follows forever. In the legal system, you're taught that the legal system focuses on justice, but then when you're in the situation, you realize the focus is on winning and not on doing the right thing. And the focus is on pinning a parent instead of what's really wrong. Is there something that's really wrong?